Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1 and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what I think the traits are that you should be using on our Male Orost, but mainly this video is going to be used for slight constructive criticism for the game and also future plans for the channel. But I am not going to be able to ascend this guy and test him personally, so this is the best I'm able to do right now is just to tell you what traits I think are good on the guy. First we look at his skills to see that the strength scaling is not really necessary. We get one shield and we get an attack that does 300% of our champion's attack. It's not going to end up doing any damage. Brutal is not worth putting on this guy, in my opinion, for that reason. And since his kit is entirely based on utility, and you want this ultimate to be going off as fast as possible, which is usually the case with people who are focused entirely on utility, we're going to want to have energetic, agile, and focused. And I think honorable is the best final trait for this guy. I would recommend that build above all else, personally. Although, if you don't have focused available, then you could always put on something like hulking or sanguine. And if you don't have any of that, then I actually would say that pure heart is a pretty good option here because he's going to be making everyone focus their attacks on him. He's likely to get a lot of debuffs. And so having a chance to clear them off of himself, especially if you also have agile on there, can be a pretty good thing, although I don't think it's his very best build. I do think he'll be a valuable character with plenty of uses. Alright, I'm going to cut the 20-minute rant and I'm just going to try again in a more positive tone because I don't want to be a negative YouTuber. Basically, a battle pass should never be $30. And also, they give you these, you're getting 3 tokens, isn't that nice? But you're actually getting 1 because they have 3-star tokens, and having 3 2-star tokens is just having a 3-star token. If these were 3 3-star tokens, they'd be closer to having value here, but even still, I don't think they do. I don't think this is valuable at all. And honestly, as much as I like it when people support the game, I don't think anybody should buy this. I don't think a single person should buy this at all. We need to send a message that this is not acceptable. So I'll just end it there for their battle pass. And this top-up system where they want you to spend $10 5 days in a row, I don't like that system either. And these rewards are not all that good. And why, during one event, are they requesting that we spend $80 to get all these extra rewards? They don't think that's maybe a bit much? I think it's a bit much, and it's coming at a time where they just canceled our vigor boost mechanism that everybody enjoyed and actually was excited to learn and use. Why would you do that? Many people I've talked to are under the same impression that I am, and again, this is an impression. I'm not able to prove this to you. This is just the impression and experience of a lot of people that I've talked to ever since they changed the reward system where you got less rewards in the first chest and most of your rewards at the end. A lot of people have been struggling a great deal with Dungeon Descent unless they're absolutely top players in their server and they're not pushing their campaign as hard as they possibly can tooth and nail. Particularly the problem seems to come around chapter 20. If you're pushing past chapter 20 when your account is not necessarily healthy and ready for it, then you run into some problems. The issue with that is that they're nerfing our progress without telling us that they nerfed our progress if that happened. At the same time, we've got this issue with the collection where we collect and we get our prisoners or our chance for a prisoner and then they continuously escape. I have had, for the past week, 80% of my prisoners escape. And then I just get a stamina potion. So what does that do? That nerfs our progress by making it harder for us to ascend our characters. And I didn't see that change announced anywhere. And I report on the news that they produce for us. So if they're changing things that are nerfing our progress without telling us about it, and then also taking away mechanics, like the vigor farm, for literally no reason, they said that people were exploiting it to get beyond the vigor levels that were supposed to be possible, and I get that. Those players should be punished, and they should fix their games so that's not possible. But don't take away the technique that people need to use to have vigor. Now we're going to have a bunch of people with female Devalas with 60 to 80 vigor, and we're going to have a bunch of scrubs who literally cannot get there if you used every single marriage fodder that you had on your account since day one. You're not going to get up to that. You need the vigor boost to be able to get up there. So now those people who abused it early, when quote-unquote using an exploit according to them, they're just ahead forever and nobody can ever compete again. I think that's stupid, and I think they did it to nerf our progress because we found ways to actually succeed very effectively in the game. I don't know. That's just the way it seems to me. So let's talk about more positive news instead, shall we? First things first, we're actually getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, which for my YouTube account will mean monetization, as I am past the watch hours required as well. So that'll be cool, and I know that a lot of YouTubers around that time will start a Patreon, and I don't know if I need to do that, or if I should skip it, or what I should do. So if you think I should start a Patreon, then let me know about that in the comments below. Also, I have so many people that want to be in a guild with me that I can't be in a guild with all of them. And I just don't want to be having to log into 2 accounts over and over again. So how would you guys feel if I had maybe one of my regular viewers that I know somewhat well be the guild leader of the second guild on my server? Do you think that if you were one of the people who can't get into the guild, would that be close enough for you that we can still play together, still be talking together? We wouldn't be able to do Guild Valley of Conquerors, but other than that, it's basically all the same benefits. If that interests you, then I might be able to set that up. Let me know about that as well. And finally, if you're a long-term viewer of the channel, then you'll know that I have played other games on this channel, and that is a thing that I do on this channel. Although recently there haven't been any games catching my attention. I tried Marvel Snap, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I just wasn't getting into it. I wasn't feeling it. But I am open to making videos on multiple games, although this is and will remain my main game. If you know of any games that are releasing or have just released, those are the types of games that I'm looking for, that I like to play and cover. I like to figure things out myself and talk to the community and figure things out with them. So if you know of any games like that, then send them my way and I'll try them out. Just know that if I do pick up any of those games, it's going to be on a very part-time basis, as Bloodline is my main game, and as I said, it will be remaining my main game. But for now, I'd like to thank you for watching. I have been RagePanda1, and I will see you in the next one.